Alright, what's going on everyone? Supreme Kami over here. We are going to be doing the big Justice EX skill testing or showcase if you will. We have the other two EX skill already prior to this already, the arm and the backpack, so those are not anything of a new EX skill to be looking at. But the chest is over here. We got the Meteor unit over here. Animation wise, I think you guys will be, you guys will definitely find this satisfying to just watch. It's literally, I would say, a few seconds worth of animation wise, top notch, good details on it. So I'm happy for that. Good thing they didn't do what they did for the other, like the four arm unicorn, where they basically did not change anything. This one is good, just the meteor unit added on. So this one's gonna raise your speed by 20%, and then also gonna raise your shot attack to your squad by 40%. So this is gonna be one of those that is not gonna be getting, let's say, any health recovery. So that's why you're gonna see a bigger increase right here, 49%. So this is good. Some does come up to like 50%, but those are like extremely rare occasion. So that is that. This one is good. So moving on to the other one, we had the beam boomerang over here. So it's gonna be basically the same as the one we have already. So what's good about these types of EX right here is it's gonna fire away to beam boomerang. So let's say in the case of like arena, when you're fighting against enemy who might have sneak into some portrait that says revive at 30, like revive once you hit zero health, and then recover by like 30% health, whatever those portrait are. These are going to be like a good counter mechanics right here, just to be able to knock them out even after they revive mechanics. So that's why these are good. But in terms of damage, I'm not sure how good this might be in terms of, like, let's say just like a straight up shield throw, for example, or like an ace throw, like your torpedoes, 4 form backpack. So but this one is going to be good regarding to countering against people who have revive skills on their, or revive trait on their, builds and whatnot. And then last but not least, we have the backpack unit over here as a cutscene EX skill. So this one is going to raise the maximum armor by 58%. So this is going to be one of those that has bigger percentage in terms of like health recovery. But in sacrifice to that, you are only going to raise your shot attack or melee attack up by 29%. So that's going to be the bummer part right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this into like a multi-mission, like usual, and then we're just going to see, we're just going to testing out some range and all that good stuff over here. Since this one is the big scale, when we load into the actual map, this unit is going to be like humongous and all that, because other unit are probably going to be like that 1 to 144 scale. So you guys gonna see like a big difference already. I didn't actually pull the shoe, so that's why I can see that the Justice shoe right here looks so tiny. So without further ado, let me hop into a multi-mission match, and then we're just gonna start testing out what is the capability of these EXs over here. Alright, we are in the multi-mission match over here, so you guys can see that I am like evenly sized with like the bear guy over here. If we were normally like a 1 to 104 scale, yeah, that would be like, I guess let's actually start things up by using the meteor unit. Let's see what we can actually do. Just keep that in mind, it's not going to target multiple enemies, so it's going to be like a one enemy type of thing right here, right? Is it? But there are 2 parts to that, so if you are able to finish out one enemy at the first wave, you will be able to let's say knock out the other one as well. So let me see. So 2 bear guys right here, so let me do this. I'm pretty sure the first half should be able to finish one of them, right? No, it's not enough because I took this on my melee build, so that's why. But I think it redirected to the other bear guys, so I don't know why that happened. Let's see. Okay, then I guess I'll use this here. Yeah, 2 hits right there. Bam, bam. So not bad damage overall on this CD reduction bit right here. So let's actually start things out by here. I'm gonna use the beam boomerang. Let's see the range. It's not bad up the range. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as like when I tested out. Let's say the lifelines happens. The whatever the lance throw was. I think it's pretty much the same range. It's not gonna hit that far. But what about this one? I want to see how far it can hit in terms of like the missile. Is it gonna reach? No, it's not. Look at how the meteor unit flies off. That looks pretty cool right there. So you can see that as we're firing up the missile, it's gonna begin to charge into the enemy already. So let's see. It's gonna shoot the missile and then bam. So we were like halfway across the map a little bit. So from here to there. So you do have a pretty good range. Let's say you do you finish out one enemy that is in close proximity, and then the second part, when one lunges in with that with those meteor arm to get that striking, that melee attack, it you do see that's a pretty good range. So if you are facing against multiple enemy and you have someone that's a little bit far away, you can just kind of see that you should connect no problem. Wow, even this doesn't reach. Yeah, this thing does have a pretty short range. What about the Falcon right here? I want to see what's the range on this over here. From right here? Alright. That's a... Oh, that's a pretty long range, actually. Yeah, that is a pretty long range right there. Let's see, like from right here. And it's gonna reach. Is it? Oh, yeah. Damn, that range is long. Alright, that's good. And so what about this right here? I think it should connect right here as well. Let's see. Yep. Is it gonna redirect? Yeah, it's not. It's not gonna quite cut it. Almost there, but not really. So the other one did not hit at all. So unfortunate right here. Bam. It's not gonna reach. Are you kidding me? What about? Yep. So we can just try this again. You know, it's gonna hit one of them. It's gonna hit the bear guy first. And no, it's not gonna. It's not gonna finish it, unfortunately. That's why the melee follow up is gonna just finish whatever it needs to do. Not bad. But the animation wise is top notch. I'll give it that. Use this right here. This should connect, no problem. There's only one. This one, yep. And bam. Oh. Why do you keep swiping down? Oh my gosh. Okay. Bam. Okay, I'm just gonna finish off these enemy, and then that should be pretty much it. I think you guys should have seen enough of like in terms of the chest EX skill. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's funny like in terms of like the animation wise. That meteor unit flying out, that's quite funny. I will have to say right there. All right, and then bam. Right, so last wave right here, and then I'll call it a day with this testing right here. Not bad, to be honest. Like it got some pretty good range in terms of like that forward dash right there. So that's what I like about that. That should be like a thing for like most. That's why I treasure like these melee EX that gives you that longer range, because what about sometimes you're not really up close to your opponent, and if you miss, that's just gonna be unfortunate. Ooh, look at ooh, those missile, man. I just wish this one was more of like an AoE, like whatever those missile it can act as like, let's say you know, AoE kind of attack-ish, but they did not give us that option, unfortunately, so that's sad. Did I finish it off mid-air there? Oh my gosh. Alright, so with that being said, that should conclude everything that you need to know about the big skill Justice over here. In terms of the alteration review when I did for this guy, I didn't give it that good of like a scoring, just because I feel like the word tag could have been a little bit better. But you know, there's going to be that pros and cons. If they would have made this word tag extremely well, let's say having pro tag or not pro tag, close combat, I think that will allow people to not really summon for any future stuff later on. So I think that's kind of like a way for them to hold it back just a little bit until later on when it's a little bit more mature. They'll start talking about like, oh, dropping some big scale Sokai, or even kind of battle festival part that has some extremely good word tag. I think right now they're just kind of testing out the waters, just trying to see how player feels about this. Definitely the power scaling, you know, the sub slot, it's gonna be good. You know, these are definitely gonna be better than your standard big scale, right? So that non-conditional 20% is gonna be good. But if you are able to, let's say, satisfy one of these word tag right here, that will make this a lot more phenomenal. Right here with the high mobility, I do say that a lot of melee unit nowadays does have high mobility, so that's probably a good way to just kind of cheese that in. Maybe you can't really sub slot, let's say Gundam type, for example, but high firepower definitely going to be one that is still going to be able to bridge a build no problem. So that being said, this is going to be the big Justice Gundam race, and then I'll catch you guys all on the next